Good morning, students. Today I'll explain Chapter 9 Profitability Ratios. Till now we have seen three types of ratios: liquidity ratios, turnover ratios, long term solvency ratios. This is the fourth one, profitability ratio. Why do we calculate profitability ratio? Okay, so here to assess the profit whatever is earned by a business concern will be known by calculating the profitability ratios, and this helps us to know the capacity or the earning capacity by using the resources whatever is being employed in the business, whatever resources they have. With that, what is being used to and how much is the earning capacity by using that particular resource is what can be found by this profitability ratios. And these ratios must be expressed in the form of percentage. So there are three forms in which the ratios can be expressed. The first one is the pure form, that is ratio form. The second one what we saw was in times, that is only applicable for turnover ratios, and for the profitability ratios we have to express it in the form of percentage. Okay, so the profitability ratios what we are going to use are these five. First one is gross profit ratio, next operating cost ratio, then operating profit ratio, net profit ratio, and return on investments. So these are the five ratios under the topic profitability ratios. So let's see what is gross profit ratio. So gross profit ratio means where your profit earned, that is your gross profit earned using whatever the sales has been done in that particular year. Okay, that is called as gross profit ratio. That is, gross profit shows the margin of profit available out of revenue from operations. That is, whatever sale we have made, out of that the profit, that is the gross profit earned, okay, is called as gross profit ratio. So the formula for that is gross profit ratio is equal to gross profit divided by revenue from operations into 100. So here gross profit is equal to revenue from operations minus cost of revenue from operations. So here, if your gross profit is not given directly, in that case revenue from operations minus cost of revenue from operations will give you the gross profit amount. Okay, so now moving on to the illustration number 13. Calculate gross profit ratio from the following. So here you have revenue from operations, cost of revenue from operations, and purchases. Okay, so now we'll have to find out the gross profit ratio. First we should write the formula, that is gross profit ratio is equal to gross profit divided by revenue from operations into 100, where we have to first calculate the gross profit. Okay, so we have revenue from operations and also cost of revenue from operations. So gross profit is equal to revenue from operations minus cost of revenue from operations, which is 1 lakh minus 80,000. So you get 20,000. Okay, so now in the sum even purchases is given, which is just given for making us get confused. Okay, so we should not take up purchases value anywhere for calculating gross profit. Okay, so now we found the gross profit as 20,000. So you will write 20,000 divided by our revenue from operations is rupees 1 lakh, which is directly given in the sum itself, 1 lakh into 100. So you get, you have to cancel these values. So you have 4 zeros here, so strike off 4 zeros and 1 zero here. So 2 into 10 is equal to 20%. Okay, so this is how you have to calculate the gross profit ratio. So as I said, Your ratios must be expressed in the form of percentage, so here you will write it as percentages. I hope you all understood illustration 13, so you can complete exercise 13.